that might be close to a $400 with this OS on it, and how the speeds I'm getting are shocking me how fast everything is.
Really?
But there's other stuff in the market that makes it not worth it. You know?
Yeah. Well, like I was in H Greg the other day, and I picked up and the Arcos 7-inch, the new Arcos 7-inch. That thing has got a great form factor, man. It felt great in the hands. I don't know if anybody has tried. Has anybody tried that? You know,
No.
I haven't seen that yet.
It was off, and I couldn't turn it on for some reason. But hopefully it's not a piece of crap. But it felt good. I could see myself using that.
Yeah, they put out a memo less than 4 months ago saying, you know, we're going to do everything we can now to increase the quality, the build of our devices. They
Good.
need it. You know, that to me was the really flaw with them.
Yeah, I agree. Well, thanks for the update. Good job on rooting it. Somebody
attaboy.
lost some money on that deal.
Well,
For
and the key is it really isn't hard to do. It's just exact. You still have, you know, you have to do these steps. You don't have a single one-click route, and that's a real issue. Once you get it rooted and once you get Teamwin installed,
butter.
smooth, silk, easy, quick. And Teamwin by far the friendliest ROM installer thing I've seen from boot. Clockwork Mob, though, is supposedly working on a touchscreen interface themselves, so competition is good.
Awesome. Cool, Dor.
I have to say, Door probably would have made it even longer, but I was totally all over. I mean, anytime I would catch any wind of any kind of progress on that, my UI for the Fire, I'd be like, Google Plus Door, Google Plus Door. So I totally was all over him on that. But I mean, as far as the guy that's developing it, he was actually the guy who was developing the builds for my phone, and I think he pretty much handed it over to another guy, and I think he's focusing on that Kindle Fire, so I'm sure he's going to keep. I mean, he's pretty dedicated, so I would imagine it's only going to get better.
Now, you wanted one of them, Sean. Did you get one?
I was really close, but I needed a computer, and it was kind of like, well, what, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Priority.
Yeah, I understand.
So.
Yeah, well, I thank you for what you might think of as bugging me. No, you were getting me excited. That's all.
All right, Sean, what do you got for us this week?
Okay. Well, a lot of people say like the best camera that you have is the one that's on you, and I totally believe that because I use my phone camera all the time. I mean, I have a nice Canon 10 megapixel camera, and we'll go somewhere, and that kind of sits in the stroller or whatever. Like, you know, tell my wife, if you want to use it, you can use it, but I got, you know, my phone takes beautiful pictures. But I'm always looking for different apps, just to, you know, kind of tweak them. And I was really getting sick and tired of seeing all these, you know, on Twitter, all these people with the iPhone. I can't think of what it's called, but it's like a retro-y picture look, and I don't know. But I was like, I gotta find. I think that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I was like, there's got to be something, like, because I mean, it is kind of cool. And so I came across a retro camera, and it's kind of cool because when you open it, your whole screen isn't. That's not your I guess your viewfinder or whatever. It's like there's like a little tiny square on your phone, and it's like an old school camera, like a SLR, where you got to look through the eye hole. It's what it's kind of like. So I mean,
That's so funny.
and there's like multiple cameras on there, different styles, and it kind of tells you, you know, info on phone, tells you what this one is. I think there's even like a pinhole camera on there or something, but they all do, you know, kind of retro-y looking.
They're all square. I love how they hang them up on a line with clothespins.
Yeah, that's like when you take a picture, if you can, I don't know if you're looking at the picture, but like you can see, you know, it kind of looks like a gallery. You hit that, and it'll show them hanging. It's a processing. It's in the darkroom processing. But
does that mean you can't see your pictures until it's developed?
Well, sometimes, yeah. I mean, sometimes
Really?
it's quick. Well, sometimes it's quicker than other times, and I found that I found that if I just close out the application and just go right in the gallery, it's there instantly. Anyways,
Right.
I think it's just more of a gimmicky kind of thing, you know.
Sure, of course.
But it does. I mean, I do like that, you know, that kind of greenish tint to, you know, kind of Polaroid looking kind of
Yeah.
pictures. You know, I think we're all roughly around the same age, you know, when we grew up with our parents getting Polaroids, and that kind of look. So it's just a fun camera. I have multiple different kind of camera applications. Like I said, I love the standard camera, but I'd like to just mess around with other stuff, and it's free. There's a paid version, and I'll be honest, I don't even know what the difference is. Maybe it gives you more camera options, but
Well, there's definitely an ad, and you can see it even in the screenshot on this one. So maybe it's just no ads.
yeah, you know what? I'm so used to that. I think most people are that. I never even notice the ads anymore.
Yeah.
I'm just so used to it in an application because I'm not going to pay for an app just to get rid of ads.
Yeah. Well, what are you still on the Incredible, the Droid Incredible?
Yeah.
Okay, good, cool. I was just curious what camera you were taking pictures with.
Yeah. Yep. I'm a fan of this style. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it just does bring us back. Cool, good one, Sean.
All right.
Over
Hey,
to
Sean,
Eric. Oh, I'm sorry, Eric.
Yeah, that's all right. I had a quick question. What happened to your phone? You said you destroyed a phone, Sean? What?
Yeah, I dropped it and shattered it.
Eric, he's trying to get over these
No, okay,
traumas.
Well, he was talking about. I didn't know if he had that one replaced or if he got a new one.
He had a spare one. I found this out after listening to the show again. He's like, I broke my phone. I was all pissed off. I went in my room. I almost cried. And I was trying to fix it. And I have a spare one just like it. And then he kept talking. Like that was just a little bitty factor of the story. And I was listening to the show, editing it. And I go,
you know what? I heard
did he
that.
just say he has a spare one? I thought that was funny.
That is funny.
No, go ahead, Sean. I'm sorry.
No, yeah. So I did fix it, and then I jacked it up again. So
Oh,
dude.
so I just took the rear because on the phone I'm using now, the rear speaker went for the second time. They're just tin foil with like a little magnet in there, crap. So I just tore it apart and pulled a speaker out and put it in this one yesterday. So
Damn.
I gotta wait till October to see what's out by then. I got a ways to go.
What? October?
Yeah.
All right, we're starting a Kickstarter for you too.
I'm good, thanks though.
All right, Eric, what do you got this week?
Well, this week I'm breaking both of my rules.
Oh,
Yeah.
free and G for me?
Yeah, neither of those apply to all of my my apps of this week.
wow. When you break it, you really break it, don't you?
Yeah, well, yeah.
He's off
I'm
the
not going
wagon.
to save it up. It's like a new year and new apps. So my first app, though, I got really excited when I saw it because in my shop here, I have for the kids to play with this item right here. Anybody know what a red rocker is or a blue bomber is?
Rock'em Sock'em Robots, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. And this is what the kids can play with while their parents are dropping off their computers here at the shop. So I got this app off of Amazon. This one was 99 cents. It's not the free app, but it is the Rock'em Sock'em Robots app.
Whoa.
Yeah,
And
but dude, this is close enough to free and G. I'll
Close
accept
enough.
this
This is definitely G, and it's very close to free. You're right. And I'll bring it up here. And honestly, I don't know. It's not the greatest game. Not as cool as I thought it was going to be.
Really?
The coolest part about it though is it's got a training mode, where you can either fight or you can train. But I'll start a quick fight. So over here you've got let me get this up so you can see it a little bit. You got a joystick control here over on the right, and then you got right, left, and block.
Nice.
And then your power.
It looks pretty good. It's just not
It
fun.
don't look too bad. It's just. I think actually once I start building up, because actually when you do the training modes, it builds up your robot. And
Nice.
one of the funny things is when you're doing your training modes, instead of a punching bag, sometimes it's like a propane tank. And as you're punching on it, it gets all, you guys didn't get to see the head pop up when I just nailed him. Every once in a while, you'll you punching bag on a propane tank and it gets dented up more and more as you're hitting on it. And I guess it builds up. I just got it recently, so I haven't got a whole lot of time into it. But you develop different kinds of throws and like uppercut you might not start out with, and then later you hook and things like that.
Oh, he's smoking.
You're right. It's I wish it was more like the regular game, like exactly like the real game. That would have been cool if it was an exact representation of the real one. Like these guys are moving around in 3D. You can't do that in the real game, right?
Yeah, well, I suppose you can move your head around in 3D, But honestly, they kept the gameplay fairly close.
Yeah.
The 3D, so you got the 3D, you got a joystick that can go in 3 dimensions, but you've got 2 buttons basically. You can't. It would be more realistic if you press both the buttons at the same time to block. That's how you do it on the real plastic one.
Right.
Left or press them both up to hold up. But
Well, what's the okay? Real quick. In the one screenshot, it shows the joystick and the L and the R, but then it has a B that's like halfway lit.
Yeah, that's your block.
Gotcha.
And then it's got little gauges towards the top of the game that gives you your stamina, your opponent's stamina, and then how much your hit power is right below it. So if you just go right, left, go crazy with the right and left buttons, you're going to be hitting the crap out of them. But after a while, it won't really matter because you're running out of power behind your hits.
Right.
And another neat thing in training, I have pull-up training because you actually got a jump rope with these, and I found that to be one of the hardest parts of the training. Pause. And it's not like just a regular jump rope. There's big gears, and big gears that are turning your rope for you. And it's basically you got to press it's like kind of mini game, I guess, where you got to press the button at the right time.
Look at that. It's pretty funny. I see.
Oh, see, and then
wow,
damn, it's a hard fall.
Embarrassing.
And
he's like a robot, so he doesn't jump high.
Yeah, to pass this training, you got to get 40 repetitions on this jump rope to pass it. And each training's like that. You got to do so many rights and lefts, and then a combination and stuff. Oh,
that's cool.
Very cool.
Very cool game, man. I like it.
Failure.
Another thing brings us back. Anything else from Rock'em Sock'em Robots, guys?
I just like the old styley, bringing it back.
Yeah.
Stuff.
It's pretty neat. Thanks, Eric.
Yep.
I have an app, fellow app addicts. It is an app. I was trying to take a movie of my cat doing some cute thing. This is not what I do every day. Very hard to film cats. I rarely do it. But when they were doing something extra cool, I wanted to take a film of them. And trying to get your cats on camera doing something sometimes is impossibly hard. So you're like, I was using a super fast cam, and I think super fast cam only gives you 30 seconds of shooting. So it was like super fast, 30 seconds. Another one, so I had all these clips, and they were all too long. So I'm like, I want to send this clip to my mom. And I don't want to send the whole thing because I don't like uploading over 3G big, huge movie files. So there's a cool app called VidTrimmer. And I'm pretty sure it's named VidTrim. My bad, VidTrim. And what it basically does is it takes any movies you have that you want to trim, and it gives you like just a quick little snazzy little video editor where you could just chop off the beginning and the end and keep whatever you want in the middle. So you could just trim your movies and save them that way. So then you could just share them like you do normally, and it's a super simple app. But for me, it was very useful because I didn't have to send all this extraneous data in my movie. Just get the good stuff and just trim it, snip it, send it, done. So I liked it. It's called VidTrim.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. This is what I needed before. So, yeah, I mean, if you've ever used Ring Droid, it's kind of like that. It's just a simple loader where you get a slide thing and you just trim it. I like the fact you actually get a video preview. I tried one before. It didn't give me a video preview.
What?
So I guess I was supposed to watch the video, take out a piece of paper and write down the times kind of thing. I was like, it really just got me upset. And I will say, I got to say this, Steve. The very last line of the description of VidTrim-video trimmer uses FFmpeg under permission of the LGPL.
Sweet.
That's why it works so good, Steve.
Serious. FFmpeg is the greatest thing ever created. If anybody doesn't know, that's just it allows you to basically convert videos from one format to another. And it's just the engine that so many programs use, and some use it illegally, like what's that Firefox add-on, video download helper uses FFmpeg, and they don't like that they're using it because they're not using it with permission. But it's used in so many things, and I think it's killer. I've used it for a lot of video rendering. Sweet. Back to door.
Alrighty. Okay. An app I have before I close the window on the app